One of the biggest parts of the fashion industry is footwear, and Miami, home to modern Copping, is full of collectors that value high-quality sneakers. Copping is a quality shoe designer that has mastered the art of style, comfort, and innovation. We will take a look at his journey through the shoe industry.
So I always bought, sold, and traded shoes, from when I was a kid. And in 2018, I was inspired by my cousin who had started making furniture from fallen trees or live edge wood. And she's like, hey, you need to stop this collecting thing. You're too old for that. You need to go learn how to make things. Like the things that you love, go learn to make them with your hands. And so I started doing that in 2018. And I only made shoes for myself first. And then as I got better and I felt that I was at a point where I could make a shoe and charge someone money for it, that took about 2 years to get down there. But yeah. So I looked for, when my cousin pushed me to go learn to make, I was living in California outside of Los Angeles at the time, and I started looking around for places that would teach, and I'd always followed a social media account called the Shoe Surgeon. And so Dominic, who's the shoe surgeon, always had these amazing shoes, and I wanted always, they were $2,500 to $3,500 a pair. But then he opened up a school to teach you how to do that. So I figured the investment would have been made. I would go learn that skill, and I'd also come away with a shoe, and then it's a shoe that I have made. Less about a mentor, I would call it more of a pod of people that work together and share ideas and thoughts and help us learn new techniques. The very first pair of shoes I made at the shoe surgeon school was in New York. It was a pair of Air Jordan 3s. I work for a software company, and the shoes are modeled in their colors. That's the phrase. They're not the prettiest shoe, but they're the shoe that I made, so I still actually wear them. I'll show you. These are a pair I made for myself. So these are a pair of Air Jordan 1 lows. And actually, we talked about this earlier, I actually made a trip to Italy, and I actually made this in the tannery in a little bit of a shoemaking class. So that's kind of my favorite shoe that I made for myself. For my customers, I think my two favorite shoes is a pair of Air Maxes I made for a barber, Air Max 90, and a pair of Air Jordan 1 lows I made for a scientist. That's actually a map made from a map of Jamaica. I think it's just taking something flat and being able to visualize and see, what I could actually do with that piece of material, and then be able to cut, pattern, assemble, and then see things coming from a flat piece of material into a three-dimensional object, and then you get to wear it, and that's pretty cool. Or you get to see the joy on the customer's face.
Next time you're looking for a sweet pair of customs, make sure to check Martin out on Instagram at Kicks by Copping.